I'm not sure if I totally understand your idea of the marketplace. Can you draw me a picture?
Sort of the recent examples have been, we created a shopping center 60 years ago, and people flocked to the shopping center because it was the most efficient place to do business. And more recently, the internet has become one of the most efficient places to do business, and marketplaces have flourished on the internet. And I believe that loyalty has been, as an industry, has been constrained the last 10 or 15 years because each brand is sort of protecting the customer data, as we've talked about recently, or they only want customers to interact with them, and they totally ignore the fact that most customers have relationships with competitors and substitutes and many other things. And so I believe that the coalition model in loyalty will evolve into much more of a marketplace where freedom of enterprise allows every collaborator in that coalition to operate towards and try to create an environment to serve their own self-interest. I think that creates a very healthy ecosystem.
Yeah, but in a market, you get winners and losers, don't you? You get some stalls with big queues because everyone wants to go to them for various reasons, and then you get some that have very few customers. Now, if loyalty works the same way, how do you handle the fact that you've got winners and losers?
That's a good question. I think there should be winners and losers. I live in Barcelona, and one of the things I like most about Barcelona are the 18 or 20 marketplaces that exist that probably haven't changed that much.
But I think the biggest thing about winners and losers in this is defining who's a winner and who's a loser, because within a program where you've got, say, a petrol retailer and a cinema, it depends who's going to win and who's going to lose. The petrol retailer will be a gross issuer of points, because the cinema is a good pull, or an airline is a great example. As an airline is a good pull, so the airline the gross issuer, in this case a petrol retailer, may be quite happy that they're a loser in redemption.
Yeah, but that's the
because they're gaining
model.
on collection.
But
so
that's the old-fashioned coalition model where you have one airline or one petrol station or one supermarket. I mean, Nectar's a really good example. But in a marketplace, you'd have 20 cinemas or 40
I totally agree, but I
airlines.
think what's not old-fashioned is going to be the exchange of value. Because someone's giving out value because they want footfall, the other one's giving out value because they've got an asset, like a seat on an aeroplane. And that's just an exchange of value. So it's exactly the same as your marketplace.
One of the things I like about the marketplaces in Barcelona is there might be 20 stalls all selling fruit and vegetables. How do they coexist? Because the fruit and the vegetable is arguably the same in every one of those stalls. And I think it's because you might get a nice smile from one of the people working in this stall, or you might feel like the price is a little better over there, or maybe it's a little fresher over here, or it's closer to the front door. But there are many reasons that influence the customer's decision. And I think creating a marketplace environment gives more freedom to the customer to pick and choose the brands that they want to do business with. But when I say that coalition will evolve into a marketplace, I don't mean that there will be one marketplace. I think there will be a larger ecosystem of loyalty where certain brands that are complementary to each other and as a group much more relevant to specific customers band together around a common loyalty currency or enable exchange between their common currencies. And what that will grant is the customer who's spending 2,000 euros a month in disposable income on groceries, insurance, gasoline, whatever, to concentrate that purchase power among partners so that they can earn 20 or 25 euros a month in loyalty points.
Actually, if you and I flew to New York today, you could fly to New York every single week, but you just chose to fly to New York on, say, Virgin Atlantic tomorrow, but you've never flown on Virgin Atlantic before. Whereas I'm going to see my brother, I've never been to see him in New York, so this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for me to fly on Virgin. So we both fly on Virgin. We both get the same proposition when we walk through the door. That, in this day and age, is crazy. Because now, under lots of different ways, I could be able to share if you have this great status with another airline, you should be able to share it and say, look, I've got this. Look, you can check it out. You can check me out because I've got this status. And share of wallet is where it's going to be for future loyalty, because that's a measure of loyalty. Not how much I have spent at one organisation, because our share of spend could be vastly different.
Well, also you could fly business class loads of times, but with a different airline, so you're valuable.
Absolutely, I'm valuable. So why don't you reward me
Yeah.
based on my market value? And you can now not only keep the score within that company, but you can keep the score across the market.